reading for you about somebody that is definitely going to be surprised by some good news that shows up. It could be an email, it could be a wedding invitation, it could be a job offer, but we have someone who may have been waiting or hoping for things to have a positive resolution, and they're getting this like good news, or sorry, I gotta like move my prop here. That maybe they were starting to get a little bit worried about. So this is, I think, trying to convince somebody to be a little bit more or hopeful about the situation having the outcome that they're hoping for. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchester. They're off camera, but they're there, I promise. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Hello, Key Controller. How you doing? Hello, Bestie Tiana. Good morning, Grind Hard. Okay, hold on. What's your real name? Music Club? No, you don't know about the wind chimes? All right. I feel like I have to also say one more thank you to, I think it was R75 that donated 50 memberships to 50 lucky viewers yesterday. So thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. Hello, Jordan. How are you doing? Hello, Alexander. Sorry, it's more so that YouTube has switched what they're showing in terms of the username. I think it used to be what they refer to as the name, and now it's the handle. So there are people that have been used to grading for like literally years, and now their name shows up as something different. So that's always interesting. It's keeping me on my toes. Hey, thank you, Grind Hard. How's your weekend going? Did y'all have fun? Hopefully you had the best costume ever. All right, we're going to start off or continue with the Cat's Will of the Earth Tarot. Stuffy. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. All right, what else do we have? Six of Cups and the Page of Swords. And the Lovers. I feel like there's a major choice that has been made, and this is positive information coming in. So this could enable you to see somebody you haven't seen for a long time. The Six of Cups can be somebody that you've known since you were a kid. So that's why it could be, like maybe a wedding invitation where you have an excuse to go to the hometown and see what's changed and who's still around. But there's a choice here that has to be made. And it could be that you have to make the choice. It could be that you're waiting for someone else to make a choice. But I do feel like this is divine timing. For some of you, this is a good friend of yours or even a family member of yours that is getting married. Page of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Wands, and the King of Cups in the reverse. Okay. There's someone who's not happy about this. So let's say you hear of good tidings from somebody getting married or moving in, or maybe they're having a child. There's someone here who is not happy about it. They are throwing a little pity party with the King of Cups in the reverse. You may be caught in the middle here, because what everyone else seems to consider to be good news and what you are like congratulating someone on, we have a negative Nancy or a party pooper who's like, I don't want to celebrate that. That's ridiculous. Examples that come to mind would be like, sure, I'll congratulate my younger sibling for getting married, but I'm jealous because they shouldn't get married before me, so I'm going to be like horrible to deal with because I'm jealous. There's some element here with this King of Cups in the reverse. It does not have to be a man, but this is somebody who's just like, meh. Sorry, I have a squeaky chair. I hope you can hear it. Hello. Did I call you Nota? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Steffi. Hello, Shaggy. Ooh, I think your name is Andy. You tell me if I'm wrong. Hello, West Coast. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Dana. How are you doing? Hello, Steven. Yay! I'm glad. Hello, Allison. How are you doing? Hello, Crisco. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can look that up online. Yeah, I don't know either, Andy. It's definitely testing my abilities because I was quite proud of like being able to have like a spreadsheet in my mind of here's the username and that correlates to, for example, Jess. Or obviously like Rachel's pretty easy to know. But like then they like switch it up on you and you're like, basically I'm second guessing myself on whether or not I actually know who I'm talking to. So don't judge me. All right, so we got a Debbie Downer. Is there like a male version of that? Because I know Negative Nancy and Debbie Downer, but what would be like a man name for that? Pessimistic Patrick. I'm sorry if your name is Patrick, but that was a pretty good one if I just said it myself. We got Hierophant in the reverse and the Two of Wands in the reverse. So this is somebody who's going to respond to whoever's good news this is, probably someone in the family or a close friend. And they're going to be like, that's a horrible idea. I predict that you'll be getting divorced within 3 years. They are not going to be a positive influence on us, right? Hello, Ron. How are you doing? An optimistic pessimist? I like that. I think a good way to say that is, you know, you plan for the worst but hope for the best, right? Tiana's on it. Hard-headed Henry. That's an easy one to trip over. I feel like I'm gonna ruin that one. All right, so we've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So this is the type of person who takes it as like a personal attack. Okay, I'm just gonna go there. So in college era for my life, there were definitely some strange competitions that happened amongst my female friends. Not so much with the men, where it's like, I've been dating this person for this amount of time. Um, you know, who knows when they're going to propose? Just like it's a freaking race or something. And when one person in our friendship group got engaged, I remember a close friend of mine saying, but I've been dating so and so for so much longer. It's not fair. We don't have to be like those little horses at the county fair where you're like trying to get to the end of the race first and then you win some big like stuffed animal. That's not what this is. Like if you're wanting to get married, you should probably take whatever time you need to know that that's the person you want to commit to before you do it. But this is somebody who's mad or jealous about this good news. I do feel like it's a wedding. It could be about having a child. But it's looking pretty wedding ceremony to me. This person is jelly because they feel like it should have happened for them first. What's up, Jess? I just used you as my reference for the weird name change. Hello, Raj. Hello, Andrea. What's up, Matthew? I hope you're having a good day. I love that you called me Parmesan cheese. Can we make that a thing? You guys, proliferate this. Do I need to change my username? Hello, Crisco. Witchcraft encompasses a lot of things, but let's just think about it for a moment. What is a prayer and what is a spell and what is the difference? Words that are spoken to bring about a desired outcome. Hmm? So, probably encompasses more than you imagine. But I also think a lot of people mess with things that they shouldn't be messing with. Everyone should be required to watch the movie The Craft before they try to do any spell work. That's my opinion. Hello, Holy Ghost. How's it going? I like that. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords in the reverse, the Hanged Man. So basically, this is starting an argument. And that argument, sorry, my eye apparently has a booger. That argument could take a couple of different forms. This could be a parent chastising their adult child for being a turd nugget on somebody else's wedding day. I said it. That's what they're being. They're acting like a child, okay? This could be a spouse or a baby daddy, another sibling, someone who is basically saying, could you just like not be so negative all the time? Like, we're trying to have like a nice family moment here and you're over here like spoiling it with your me. I'm gonna call you Marsha. No, Jan. Jan was the one who was jelly, right? Yeah. Marsha. That's kind of what this is feeling like. So I feel like somebody pushes back on the Queen of Swords in the reverse, which is our King of Cups in the reverse. This is why we don't pay too close attention to the gender, right? Whoever is this like not so happy person, pessimistic Patrick or negative Nancy, whoever it is, they've got emotional frustrations that lead to negative outbursts or perhaps a more argumentative, woe is me kind of chip on my shoulder energy. And when somebody has good news, be it a promotion or engagement or whatever, this person's like, that's what they say, okay? It says it all. They're jealous. And a parent or somebody who's got a little wisdom is talking to this Queen of Swords in reverse saying, can you just like put a smile on it? Or, I don't know, listen to your AirPods. But we really don't need you to be torpedoing what could be a great time, right? Let's just celebrate. I was just thinking, like, I really don't think there are any male versions of that. I can think of Debbie Downer and Negative Nancy, Chatty Cathy, but I really can't think of any, like, wait. Denim Dan. It has nothing to do with whether or not you're emotional, though, just like poor fashion choices. So I guess that's what we think. Oh, I like that. Pissy Pete. Yeah, that's ripe for some problems, though. I feel like I could trip over that. All right, let's see what we got. Two of Cups in the reverse. Lovers in the reverse, Seven of Pentacles, and I forgot to mention at the start we had the Seven of Cups. So, bookends with the number 7. Two of Cups in the reverse, Lovers in the reverse. I don't like this. It's like this Queen of Swords in the reverse gets a little talking to. Hey, could you like not be such a jerk all the time? Could you just smile like once every 48 hours? Is that possible? I'll pay you $5. Like, can you just not be dampening the mood? Somebody says. And this person is like, bet. I'm going to be even worse. I'm going to be a nightmare. Everyone's going to hate me and it's going to be great. They're like, whole hog, like I'm going to ruin the wedding. I'm going to make everybody mad. They're stoked on this decision. They're like, this is what I'm going to do because I feel like it. I'm gonna put everything, like I'm all in. What can I do to cause chaos and mayhem? It kind of makes me think of what is that movie called? The Family Trap? Um, the old school one, the old style, not Lindsay Lohan. Like, cool. I love your plastic surgery. Way to be. But like the old Haley Mills one. Masterpiece. Where the girls are working to sabotage the marriage for the dad with like trapping. Oh, this is so mean. Like getting the stepmom like covered in honey or something so that she gets attacked while they're camping. Like, quality. Did I say Family Trap? Yeah, Parent Trap. Whatever. But Haley Mills versus Lindsay Lohan all day. This is what I'm getting here, but it's not like twins working together. It's like there's one person who's like, hey, can you chill? And the other one is like, no, if anything, I'm going to be like 9 times worse now because you asked me to stop. Reverse psychology. Okay. Judgment and the reverse 2 of Pentacles. Yeah. This is like, no, now I'm going to double down. You asked me to stop. Now I'm going to be like the worst. They're going to make a new movie about it. Like, this person, I mean, I'm chuckling because that movie was amusing, but this person is literally trying to ruin somebody else's relationship because they're that butthurt about it. Kind of sad. That's fair. All right, this is the truth is. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, really? So we have the safety first card. It's a little racy for a Sunday morning. But it says use caution. This person is promiscuous. And self-worth. You are not being valued in this connection. Consider moving on. So basically it seems like we have somebody who, gosh, this is really testing my ability to use euphemisms. Somebody who is going to perhaps be the town bicycle for a weekend show. I really feel like this is somebody who is, first of all, probably trying to hit on one of the people involved in the wedding, right? So I'm jealous because my sister's getting married, so I'm going to hit on the groom. Inadvisable behavior. Like, as far as bad karma goes, ooh-wee. That's a little struggle. But I also feel like this is somebody who gets rejected because we have the self-worth card. This is like, no. I'm not going to get tangled up in all of that drama just because you're going through some sort of a spiral here, you know? Hola, Juan. ¿Cómo estás? Right? That would be pretty rad. Have a good morning. All right. Ooh, forgive me, I'm throwing cards everywhere. Shite. Yeah, so we do have somebody who is speaking up and saying, look, this is not cool. You've got to be chill. But they're literally scoping the community or like the hotel for people who don't have very high self-worth. That's a new one. Okay. So if we're at a family gathering and there's, the other side because there's a marriage, right? There's a whole bunch of people that I haven't met. It's like this person is like, who can I target to cause some chaos, like jealousy within their relationship? And or who could I potentially like seduce is their goal. Wild. Okay. I don't know if I have the appropriate tarot deck for that one, but we're gonna go for the Tattoo Tarot. What else do we have? Hello, John. How are you doing? Hey, Flower. Yeah, that does tend to happen this time of year. Oh, no. Is it preventing it? I mean, YouTube has been kind of, if I'm honest, since I think it was about 2 weeks ago, maybe, since Amazon went down, there's been some issues. That's for sure. So we have the Ten of Cups, the Moon, and the Four of Cups. Yeah, I mean, I can't really state it any more simply. I see somebody who's maybe getting married or somebody who feels like they found like their happily ever after, and I'm going to take advantage and try to, figure out which ones are the most likely to step out so that there is some breakage that happens in at least somebody's relationship. This is very destructive energy. What else do we have? We have the Death card and the Four of Pentacles. So the good thing is, whoever is actually getting married, I do feel like this person puts a stop to, if they're being targeted by this person, they're not interested in being unfaithful or making that choice. So they're like, absolutely not. Four of Pentacles is reserved or holding back your energy. So they're not convinced to fall for this, which could actually kind of put this person in a more determined mode where King of Wands in the reverse, where now they're like, okay, well, I'll find somebody. I'm sure there's someone here who's desperate, right? Oh, Lord. I'm going to need to take a shower after this one. This person has some interesting thoughts going on. King of Cups, Seven of Swords. So they identify a new target. They identify somebody else at the wedding that they want to pursue, who I do feel is also in a relationship. This is like, I mean, I don't know how many movie scenes are there where somebody's like trying to like play footsie underneath the table while everybody's there. This is like, oh, I know, everyone's here, but I'm not going to be very discreet, just like the bare minimum to try to not get caught. But if I get caught, oh well, that just makes it more fun, right? So we have the King of Swords, and I feel like this is anger. And this is the person who told the Queen of Swords in reverse, hey, you need to chill. This is someone who's saying, I see you did not take my counsel seriously. I see you did not take me at my word that maybe we would even throw you out if you're going to act this way. We might have some serious drama happening here. All right, this is the Situations deck. Oh no. Really? Is there an error message that it's giving you all? That would be super helpful. I could look into it then. I might call this reading a little bit shorter then so that we can see if it works later on. Yeah, it's multiple people who are saying that it's not working. Hello, Christian. How are you doing? Hey, dude. Happy Sunday. How's it going? Yeah, dude, they're saying that it's not letting them tip. I don't know if that's related to interwebs like that. Yeah, see, this is somebody who feels like it's not so much that there's one person that they're obsessed with getting. It's more so, hey, I want to... Okay, so it is working for Jess. Thank you. Air message. If you want to, Stephanie, you can totally try to access from like desktop if you're on your phone, or phone if you're using a computer. But there have definitely been some glitchy things happening on YouTube lately, so I apologize. Jess, let me know if you want me to pull a couple cards for you. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so Justice is working on desktop. It won't let me write a check. You're funny. Sounds good, Jess. All right, so this is somebody who is maybe dealing with a little bit of escapism or codependency, or maybe even like addiction to sexual activity. I'm so tempted to recommend a song right now. Have you all checked out the new Lily Allen album? I was listening to it while I was wearing a Stranger Things sweatshirt, which I think was pretty amazing. Anyways, so I do think we've got this King of Swords as somebody who picks up on the plans of this outrageous individual. King of Cups in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse. There's like no positive energy here, okay? This is somebody who is determined to cause drama, and they have set their sights on someone new at this wedding group or this like event, and they're like, cool, I'll cause problems here. But they get caught. This King of Swords stops them, and they're like, what do you think you're doing? You're causing chaos for what purpose? Like, what's your actual goal? How does it make you feel better? You just don't like to see other people happy? This King of Swords just like cuts them down to size, you know? Thank you, Dana. Thank you, y'all. So those where it's not working or if it's giving you an error message, you may have to log out and log back in, which is obnoxious, I know, but that might help you. Otherwise, like I said, trying from a different device, you might have a different outcome, but I'm sorry that it's giving you troubles. I really am. All right, so Dana, let me write that down. And message from Mom and Grandpa Frantesek. And anything happened this month with Bon? I got you, Dana. Thank you. And dude, let me know if you would like me to pull a few cards for you or if you have any questions. We're just trying to figure out if the tipping is working out. Oh, thank you so much. Do I call you Sharon? I kind of want to say Sharon. But I don't want you to think I'm making fun of you. Thank you. I appreciate your comment. Yes. No, but it wasn't my idea, James. Y'all are funny. All right, Stephanie's got it working. Was it the other device that started working? Huzzah! All right, so Stephanie's question is, will I get a raise by the end of the year? That means, oh, see, I love that you qualified the question here. That meets my expectations. By end of year, well done. I will definitely ask that. And excellent. All right. So let's get a few last minute thoughts from this wild MFer who wants to cause chaos at this wedding. We're going to get a few from the Love Oracle, and then I'm going to move to those personal questions. We've got Jess, Dana, Dude, or Late Arrival, and Stephanie. I think it only works when you use 3 digits before the decimal point. I like it. Hello, Manira. How are you doing? I need my cheese. Yeah, I hear you on that one. Hello, Apurva. How are you doing? We've got, does animal miss me? And what does he think? I got you. And Apurva, it won't be too much longer before I start. I'm just pulling a couple of cards from this deck, and then we'll move on to those personal questions. Oh, Grant, you really are cheesy, so I expected you to make that joke. All right. What else do we have on this determined to cause drama individual? Another card about obsession. It could be that this is somebody who is watching a person they wanted to be with get married, but it feels to them like it's the final straw, which could be why they're, willing to cause so much drama, because maybe this was something that was really important to them and now they feel like they've lost out permanently on this opportunity. Maybe it's just that they feel like they've reached a point where they don't think they're going to find somebody to love them, so they're questioning their own lovability. Am I lovable? That kind of thing. But it makes them turn outward with that, like rage or frustration. I do feel like we have somebody who is keeping an eye. Oh, wow, this is freaking awesome. Okay, check this out. This is the card that is literally clarifying the King of Cups. Do you notice anything they have in common? Anything at all? Anything? I don't know. There's something similar, you guys. I just can't place it. Spying. And I think it was this King of Swords that was spying. And they find out that there is some questionable behavior, right? All right. You got it, Flower. Awesome. Let me write that down. What happened? Or what's going on with the ex? What is he thinking? And is he going to show up? I got you. All right. So we're going to dive into personal questions right meow. Hello, Shauna. Am I saying that right? Or is it Shanak? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. My apologies. Oh, what's up, James? How are you doing? Will she go out with me to the sphere? As friends. I got you. Thank you for the tip. The all-seeing eye. Hello, PBG. How are you doing? All right. We're going to go with the Marseille Cat Tarot. And we're starting with Jess first. What do we have for Jess, please? Jess, we have Alicia. I don't know if I'm saying that right because I don't speak French, but it's the Chariot. Look at how cute they are. Very important cat business coming through. Move it or meow, lose it. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Look at how grand that is. That dude in the center there, he's doing pretty well. Jess, this is positive energy. Forward movement, specifically as it pertains to stability, financial security. We've got the Queen of Cups or Queen of Chalices in the reverse. Oops. Thank you for the tip, GJMI. Let me know if you would like me to pull a few cards for you or if you have a specific question. We've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, though. Why is this? Knight of Wands. And Eight of Cups in the reverse. Oh, okay. So just be cautious. There is something here about things improving for you as far as stability and your finances. And there's someone that comes back around. Doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It could be, for example, like an old friend or even a family member. But this is somebody who comes back around and love bombs you, makes it seem like everything is like just great again. But the truth is, they want something. They're coming back around and trying to manipulate you. So I'm not trying to like get you to be paranoid or anything. Just look out for some love bombing because that's no bueno. Thank you, GJ. I've got that written down for you. And I thought so, Jess. You got this. I mean, look it. That's you got it. All right, let's see what we've got for Dana. We've got energy check-in on Bond. Death in the reverse. Hanged Man. Resistance to change. Even though I know I need to make a change, you know, like knowing I should probably drink more water and less Dr. Pepper, but here we are. I actually have one of these. It's not exactly any better. So it looks to me like there's this kind of inner conflict for him. I know I should do this, or I know I should change that. Because if I don't work on these things, then I might actually have issues in terms of this romantic connection. So he knows there's a barrier here that's getting in the way, behavior or routine that he needs to stop if he wants to be serious with you. What do we have from, as far as a message from Mom, please? Hello, Mac. How are you doing? Judgment in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles. Strength. Eight of Swords. So Mom seems to be suggesting that it's time for you to make a decision on something you've been investing in. It feels like you've been kind of blinded to something, but your mom is reinforcing this concept of how much strength you have, how much you've been through, what you've been able to endure already. So this is for me, it's looking like she's saying, don't delay making a decision just because it isn't necessarily the outcome you were looking for. There's more here to the situation than you're aware of. And maybe you are underestimating how strong or capable you are with regards to that. It's true, dude. Hello, Knox. How are you doing? Hello, Oracle. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Ollie. I do not like to do health questions. I do some occasionally, but yeah, I like to stay away from that. So what about from Grandpa Francis, please? We've got the Tower, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Swords, King of Swords. I feel like this is your grandpa letting you know that someone here has information that they shouldn't necessarily have. I do feel like this is a younger person, possibly sun energy, SON, right? But this is somebody who is telling information to another person. So I saw this, or I heard this, or this is what I think is going on. And they're telling it to an adult that may be a little bit judgy about it. And Gramps thinks you need to know that. Will anything happen this month with Bond? Yes. We have the Four of Swords and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. There's something here about insecurity that is being addressed or healed. So if insecurity prevents him from being able to commit or feel comfortable in a commitment, this is addressed, that kind of thing. So there's forward movement, probably with confidence in particular. But it could also mean somebody making a choice to make amends or bury the hatchet or even go no contact with somebody that doesn't seem like there's something that you're going to be able to address, you know? I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, Dana, although it may not be the weekend anymore for you. All right, let's get a different deck. We've got Dude up next. This is the Earth and Bones Tarot. What do we have for late arrival, also known as Dude? Hello, Mystery. How are you doing? We have the Six of Wicks or Six of Wands in the reverse. Death, Eight of Jars, which is the Eight of Cups. Six of Petals or Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Petals, Ten of Wicks. This looks like a restart to me. Shutting things down so that you can power it back up. Letting go or walking away from bugs or things that cause problems. There's literally a spider in this jar. So there's something here that's going through a reboot or a recycle. Seeing if something comes back and is working better or processes things in a more efficient way. This is like a flush, right? Let's get rid of the toxins or the difficult elements. It may feel threadbare or kind of lean. You might feel a bit lonely. You might feel like you don't have the things that you need. But this is like the calm before like the positive storm. We have the Ace of Petals or Ace of Pentacles. So it's like clearing out the closet before you get a bunch of new clothes, right? Maybe difficult to throw away your favorite t-shirt from the job you worked as a teenager, but like, you know, there's other things that are coming in for you. So this is saying just keep in mind with some sort of era or thing coming to a close that it's doing so for your benefit. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let's see what else we've got. We've got Stephanie up next. Hello, Diesel. How are you doing? You're welcome, Dana. That's true integrity. We got some folks in Australia. They're just a little bit ahead. Oh, that's right. The Dodgers did win. I think there's some angry people about that, and probably a lot of happy people about that. Was it 11 innings? Wild. Seven of Jars in the reverse. Well, let me ask the question properly, shall we? Stephanie, we've got, will we get a raise by end of year that meets Stephanie's expectations? Yeah, Ollie, I have already talked to you about repeatedly putting your question or like spamming the live chat. So please be mindful of that. Hello, Fate. How are you doing? I am a Pisces, John. All right. So this raise, Stephanie, we've got the Nine of Jars in the reverse. Knight of Petals. I feel like there will be something that falls short of what you want. So will it meet your expectations? No. But I do feel like they make some effort. It's not commensurate to what you deserve. The Teacher in the reverse. There's a failure of leadership wherever you are. So Stephanie, I do feel like it's kind of like not I hope this isn't offensive, but like the blind leading the blind, there's someone here who is trying to figure out what the right thing is to do, and they're kind of clueless. Maybe they make poor business decisions. Maybe they don't know the market. Maybe they don't know the industry. Maybe they don't know what kind of asset you are to the team. But I do feel like this is somebody falling short of what you deserve and your expectations. We've got the Page of Crystals or the Page of Swords. I do feel like you're going to get some sort of information on a different opportunity where maybe you would be able to make the money you're supposed to be able to make. So be open, or, keep the ears peeled. Is that the right? I don't know. There's going to be some other information that might be of interest to you about a different job. I wish you luck on that, because you deserve to get paid more. All right, let's move on to Apurva. We've got, does animal miss me? I don't know how to say your name. Is it Pooja? There's so many letters, I'm not sure where to separate it. Hello, Patricia. How are you doing? Yep. Does animal miss Apurva? Yes. 4 of Wands. At increasing intervals, which to me is kind of like, I miss, and then I kind of get distracted, and then I miss that person more, and then I get distracted. Maybe a little bit of escapism, and then I miss this person even more. They're having to kind of acknowledge what I thought was going to be easy, or what I thought I could handle, is actually kind of difficult, and I don't know if I want to be apart for much longer. What is he thinking about this, or about Apurva? The Empress. The Empress is a card that talks about divine, feminine, compassionate, loving energy. And this is feeling a lack thereof. So because you are not around, or because I don't have that connection with you, or because I don't talk to you the way that we used to, I feel a void, or like it's that loving energy is missing from my life, right? So I would say this is a desire to reunite, but also some concerns, right? There's something here that blocks it. Something that they use as justification to keep at a distance. Moving on to Flower, we've got, what is going on with the X? Let me get a different tarot deck first. Actually, we got a new one. What is going on with the X for Flower, please? Thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate that. Hello, Patsy. Hello, Bane. How's it going? What is going on with Flower's X, please? Justice in the reverse. 3 of Wands in the reverse. Indecisiveness, laziness, breaking plans, or being flaky, being seen as difficult right now. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe even struggling as far as like, have you ever been that kind of restless where you're like, I don't know what I want to do right now. Nothing would make me happy. I don't want to eat any food. I don't want to drink anything. I don't want to like watch TV. Everything sounds awful. That's where this person's at. It's like, ugh. And then we have 9 of Cups. I think this is selfish energy. But restless, right? I can't sit still. Nothing satisfies. Which makes me think of Tool. Queen of Cups. Because of you. Queen of Cups. What about his sister? What's going on with his sister? 2 of Wands. Making plans. Trying to maybe convince him to go out, finding it difficult because he's argumentative, but trying to be kind or make things seem like a new routine is starting. You know, trying to be helpful, but I think being kind of pushed away. Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is like, no, I'm busy thinking about my failure. Leave me alone. What is he thinking? Two of Cups in the reverse. He's thinking about a breakup. He's thinking about an ending. He's sad. This is loss and grief. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, though. So there's like, do I have one more chance? Is there something I could do to potentially like fix this? Hello, Emmanuel. How are you doing? Oh, welcome to the memberships, Angela. Thank you for joining. Hello, Albert. How are you doing? Awesome. I love it, Tiana. Thank you. So this is obsessive thinking about you, basically. Feeling like he has no control over the situation, but wondering if there's some way to maybe even kind of trick you to come back. Is he going to show up? Yes. The Fool. Yes, he's going to show up and try to make some sort of effort to reclaim you or get another chance. So you'll handle it well. I don't think you'll be struggling with it. We're going to move to James' questions next. This is the Tarot de la Nuit. Thank you, dude. It's the skylights. Ooh, you know what? I'm pretty confident James will be patient with me if I just sneak that in real quick. Will my mischief of last night get me in trouble? What were you doing? Spray painting? Oh, just a little bit. Just a little trouble. Page of Pentacles. Just a little smidgen. Not a ton. Mischief managed. Nothing to be too concerned over. You'll be able to navigate it, but make sure you're staying up to date on what's going on. If there's letters or notifications or anything like that. James, will she go out with me to the sphere as friends? Yes. King of Swords. There's something here that's important with regards to how you phrase it. There is some difficulty perhaps with transportation or traffic, so be cognizant of that. Nine of Pentacles and the reverse. And there could be some concern over like hidden expenses. So look into that as well. More information you have about the situation, the better. Especially if it's questions that she has but doesn't necessarily want to look into. But I think you would have a good time. Yeah, that's a good question. Is there more you want there? All right, what do we have for GJMI? We've got Knight of Swords and the reverse. Four of Pentacles and the reverse. Ten of Pentacles, Magician in the reverse. There's someone here who is letting slip some information that is not their business. I do feel like this would be maybe like a judgy person from family because of the Ten of Pentacles. Could be something associated with money as well, like somebody who's well off who feels like they can control the situation. But I do feel like this is somebody who is talking about you. They're making it seem like you have no control over the situation. But they've underestimated you, whoever this is that's talking about you. We have the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Wands. And all I can think is if I were to have my dress catch fire. I would want to be a water sign. Queen of Cups. There's something here about your approach or about your knowledge that I feel people underestimate about you. So when somebody is talking negatively about you, I think the advice here is to let your work or your behavior or your insights do the talking for you. Kind of feels like don't even like acknowledge this person's insults or issues because you'll be able to basically have the proof in the pudding, right? Like speaks for itself. And whoever was talking negatively about you, I feel like they're going to regret it. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, GJ. Thank you for the tip. Ella Dana, let me add that for you. Did Bond's friend on the other side push him towards me? No, we've got the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. No, his friend, it looks like, pushed him into a dark night of the soul, which could be kind of timed similarly. But this is a friend who wanted to see him go through some meaningful change because he was pretending like this instability wasn't really a problem. So this is a friend who's like, will you just go through the change already? Will you just accept that you need to change or work on yourself or heal from this or let this go, right? Trying to motivate some change. And I do feel like it's because the friend wants him to be in love. So you could be associated with it, but it's not for that reason. No, not a new ring. I've had this ring for a long time. It's lapis lazuli. I'm trying not to flip you off when I show it to you. Where was the Four of Cups? I would say Four of Cups can often mean no or rejection, but it can also mean like discontent. I don't know where that Four of Cups was. Apurva that year. Was it Apurva that asked that? I still have an eye booger, you guys. It's driving me crazy. Hello, Manu. How are you doing? Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna use this. Best city to buy a house. Is it Lucknow? Is it Kanpur? Or was the last one Delhi? Or Delhi? Kanpur. With Delhi, there's something here about feeling like things move too slowly, or maybe even the market isn't great. With the, what was it? Kanpur, we've got the Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups. There's a sense of feeling like you found your place, wish fulfillment, satisfaction, pleasure. Whereas the first one we had overwhelmed, too much going on. So the second option is the right one, or would be, I think, the happiest one for you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to leave it there, y'all, because we're almost at an hour. I do love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Thank you for being members if you are a member, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.